Hey, this is Taryn. Are you tired of all of the algorithm changes happening on Instagram? And since October of 2019, you probably noticed a huge drop in your engagement on your posts and your stories, right? And now Instagram is removing the like feature. Well, you're gonna wanna stay tuned for this video because I actually got my hands on some insider tips and hacks where you're still able to organically grow and monetize your account in 2020. I know how frustrating it can be when you're trying to grow your account and all these algorithm changes keep happening, but you're still able to beat the algorithm. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, but what I wanna tell you is I'm actually going to save the best part for last, so you wanna make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end of this video, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the meat and potatoes. The first thing I'm gonna start with are analytics. You need to really know and study your analytics. So you wanna know exactly the time and the day your audience is on the most, because this is when you're gonna get the most engagement. What Instagram is doing is they're making it a little bit harder for entrepreneurs and small business owners to make money because they realize they can make a lot more money. So they're going to start pushing ads and pushing engagement toward big influencers that are going to help them make money. So it's going to make it a little bit harder for us. So what you can do is you can really understand your audience, know when they're on, and post at that time. And you still need to be super consistent when you post. So posting every single day is actually really healthy for your account if you want to grow quickly. However, you don't want to over deliver on information to your audience. So posting at least 3 to 4 times a week is really important. Also, staying very consistent with your stories. This is very important. You can hashtag on stories, you can tag people on stories, and this is really helpful. But what you want to do is really post at the same time every single day that your audience is on the most. You can also download an app called When to Post, and this is really helpful for me. So instead of always having to go to Insights, I go to When to Post, and then I write it down and I make sure I know exactly what day to post. And that way I can create content around those days and then just post away. And this has been really helpful with the organic growth and the authentic growth for my audience and on my profile. The next thing you need to do is you need to start DMing a lot more. If you're not doing this, then you're going to really lose out. Instagram has totally changed the algorithm in terms of people engaging and creating real connections, just like it used to once be. Okay, and so they're going to recognize that you're going to be sending DMs. And so this is something that I started doing. I started sending direct message with people that are already in my audience, they're already my followers, I'm already following them, and I noticed an increase on my follower growth. And this is all organic, all authentic. So sending people a lot of DMs, and you can do this through stories. So you want to engage with stories, and you want to start sending direct messages to people in your audience. You can also still follow the follow and follow rule, but that's not going to really create authentic followers for your profile, and it's also not going to fill up your audience with your ideal client. So you want to make sure that you're sending as many direct messages as you can. You also still want to engage with posts. If you are just consistently posting, but you're not engaging with other people's content and you're not engaging with other people's stories, then Instagram picks that up as just being flagged as maybe a bot or someone that doesn't really care about, creating relationships and building relationships. So you want to make sure that you are actually engaging with other people. So start doing direct message as much as you can. If you can, and obviously do not do it, don't overdo it. You don't want to over direct message, because then again, Instagram will track you as a bot. So 10 to 15 direct messages a day to different people, and actually have conversations in these direct messages. Don't just sit around and direct message and then ghost the person. You want to make sure that you're actually having healthy conversations so that Instagram sees hey, this person actually wants to be social. This person actually really wants to build, engagement and relationships, and they actually want to be a part of the Instagram community. So lots of direct message. On to the next thing. The third thing you're going to do is you're going to actually start sharing other people's content. And I don't mean just sharing a post and talking about it. I mean really sharing content. And this is going to actually help you reach more followers organically, because Instagram is going to notice this. And so this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to your favorite influencer, your favorite coach. Someone has multiple followers. So maybe 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, even 1 million, and that's totally okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to see content or a post, and you're actually going to talk about that content. So say they posted something really great, you're going to share that post, and then you're actually going to go on stories and you're going to talk about that, and you're going to tag that influencer in every single story story so that they recognize and notice that, hey, this person actually really cares about my content. This is awesome. They're going to share that information on their story, and this is going to help you attract more followers. But not only that, this is really helpful for the algorithm, because then Instagram notices like, hey, this person actually really cares about this content. I'm going to go ahead and push their content into other people's feeds so that they can get some more traction and more engagement on their content. And so you don't want to overdo this. You don't want to overshare, but anybody that you're following every single day, and maybe you're following about 5 to 10 different influencers, just be consistent with this and like really dive in and really care about what the content is about, because obviously you're on social media, you're on Instagram, you're probably reading a lot of content, you're probably really relating to a lot of content, so why not share it and why not talk about it? This also helps people that are following you and people in your audience, and this creates more engagement for you. And again, Instagram's going to notice this because it's a machine, so it's going to notice this and it's going to start taking your content and still start pushing your information and your content into other people's feeds. You're probably totally gonna laugh about this one, but Instagram actually wants you to spend more time online. So it probably totally goes against the grain of what you've been wanting to do, because you're like, I'm spending so much time online and I need a break from social media. But Instagram actually wants you to do this. And this is why. Because again, they are pushing ads and more ads into your feed because they want you to buy. Instagram is a business. They want to make money just like you. But this is actually a good thing for you because it actually forces you to be online, engage more. Don't just be online and scroll. Like, you actually want to engage. Go to other people's profiles, send them messages through their stories, send them comments, engage with their pictures, and spend about 30 minutes to an hour each day doing this. Instagram doesn't want you to be on for hours and hours and hours. However, that's totally okay, but you don't want to also over engage and over comment, because Instagram will then flag you as a bot. But spending more time on Instagram is really healthy. If you're going on Instagram 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes even 20 minutes a day, that's not enough. You have to spend at least 30 minutes. The more time you're spending on Instagram, again, the algorithm is going to pick that up. They're going to see that you're engaging, and then they're going to start pushing your content and your profile into other people's feeds. And you might even get to be on the Explore page and get featured on the Explore page, because if you're consistent with your content creation, your engagement, your direct message every single day, consistency is key, okay? You want to make sure that you are just spending enough time on Instagram. I know it's kind of funny, but this is actually true. They do want you to spend more time on there. So spend more time on Instagram, at least 30 minutes a day. This is actually really going to help you with within the algorithm. It's still going to help you grow organically, and it's also going to force you to engage with other people. So let's go ahead and talk about the next thing. The next thing I'm going to talk about doesn't have really anything to do with the algorithm, but it can help. What you want to do is you want to ask your audience to turn on push notifications. You've probably noticed with other influencers or coaches or anybody that you're following, is because they want to drive traffic to their account as soon as they post content or a story. And you can do the same thing. And I know it feels a little bit slimy, a little bit salesy in a way, because you're like, hey, turn on push notifications for me. But this is actually going to be really helpful, so you can drive traffic to your post right away as soon as you post, because that's when the algorithm kicks in. As soon as you post, you want to get the most engagement as soon as possible, the likes, the comments. And this is how you're not only going to build trust with your audience and you're going to build growth on your posts, you're also going to get pushed into other people's feeds and even be featured on the Explore page. And this is actually going to help you organically grow and authentically grow. So if you have people that are already following you, that are already really engaging with you, just simply ask them like, hey, I would love for you to turn on the post notifications. I'd love for you to come and check out my information and my content as soon as I post. And that would be really awesome. And I would just love to have that, because you're like part of my tribe and you're part of my followers. And I would just really love the support. And I know that everybody, they'll love it, especially if they're already following you and already engaging with your content. You just want to get them to engage right away. This is a really great trick to have them do that. And I will leave some instructions in the comments below, so that you, or in the information below, so that you can learn how to do this. It's actually really simple in the Instagram app. So let's go ahead and talk about the next thing. Last but not least, this is the juiciest of them all, is you need to actually start using IGTV. Yes, my friend, you have to start using video. You're watching me now. We need to watch you. And if you are not on YouTube or IGTV, you need to be, but IGTV is a thing. When I started using IGTV, my follower count started growing very slowly because I haven't really used it very much. But even though I started posting videos on IGTV and started growing my IGTV account and my episodes, my follower count started growing, and all organic. I didn't go in and follow anybody or unfollow anybody. I didn't, do extra posts or extra stories. I just started creating videos and putting them on IGTV. And it has been amazing. And I then found out the juicy details from my secret source that IGTV is a thing, and that Instagram is really pushing people to do more video, because video is king, you guys. Video is so important, and if you are not creating videos, you are really missing out on a lot of clients. You're missing out on making a lot of sales, and you're also missing out on making the impact that you want to make. So you need to start utilizing IGTV as much as possible. And in 2020, everybody's gonna be jumping on there. If you haven't noticed, if you go on IGTV now, a lot of people are already on there, and they've been using IGTV for a year, 2 years, and their accounts are blowing up. And the Instagram algorithm is really utilizing this now. So you want to make sure that you're jumping on there and using IGTV. Even if you're doing it once a week, it is super helpful, and it will help you grow your account, especially if you're doing it every single day. Literally every single day, because you're pushing out content, you're creating content, and Instagram really loves that. So you're gonna get a lot more healthy engagement, organic growth if you're using all of these 6 different tips, hacks, secrets, whatever you want to call them, because this is going to be the thing for 2020. Before you go, I have a question for you. If you have a hard time getting clients, then I have a free Getting Clients guide for you. It's absolutely free, and these steps helped me reach my first $10,000 in my business. I'm going to go ahead and leave the link below in the comment section. And if you really like this video, I'd love for you to give me a like, subscribe to my channel. It's a baby channel. It's going to grow, I promise, but I'd love for you to support me. You can even ding the little bell to get notified when I start creating and producing more content for you. I got a lot of juicy stuff to share, especially over the last year of working with coaches and working with influencers and really understanding the market, the online space that's constantly changing and shifting. And I have the ins and outs of the things that you want to learn so that you're able to still grow your business online. So go ahead and download that Getting Clients guide, and I will see you next time.